Every day people walk into my pawn shop hoping their old stuff is secretly valuable. Most of the time it's just junk. But sometimes, something truly special appears. That's the thrill of this business. You never know what's coming through the door. You need a sharp eye, a curious mind, and a willingness to look closer. Imagine a simple $1 coin, something you'd use for a soda, turning out to be worth more than your house. Sounds impossible, right? But in the world of collecting, it happens. This is the story of one ordinary coin that turned into an unforgettable treasure hunt. It baffled experts and sent collectors into a frenzy. It proves my favorite point: you never know what you've got. The most incredible discoveries can be hiding in plain sight. So listen up, this story might just change how you look at your pocket change. Let's dive in. It was a typical Tuesday at the Gold and Silver pawn shop. My dad at his desk, Chumley fussing with the coffee machine, Corey haggling on the phone. The usual crowd of locals and tourists wandered in. Around noon, a regular-looking guy in his 50s walked up with a small canvas bag. He'd found it cleaning out his father's house, just some old coins, he said. I hear this story all the time. Most collections are common coins, nothing special. I poured the coins out. Morgans, Eisenhowers, a few Sacagawea dollars. Nothing jumped out at first. I started sorting, looking for rare dates or mint marks. The customer watched, hopeful but not expecting much. For both of us, it was just another transaction. Or so we thought. Then, something caught my eye. As I sifted through the coins, one Sacagawea dollar stood out. It wasn't golden. It was a brilliant silver, like a quarter. The design and date were right, but the color was all wrong. I picked it up. The surface was pristine, no signs of tampering. Then, I checked the edge and, instead of the usual smooth edge, it had perfect reading, like a quarter. My heart raced. A wrong color is one thing, but a wrong edge too. That's not just an error, it's something that shouldn't exist. I asked the customer where he got it. He shrugged, just found it in the bag. He hadn't even noticed it was different. To him, it was just another dollar. To me, it was the start of $1 million mystery. I knew this was no ordinary find. Suddenly, it wasn't just another Tuesday. This was something big. I needed help. When you find something this strange, you call an expert. I told the customer, "This is unusual. Mind if I bring in my coin guy?" He agreed. Who wouldn't want to know if their dollar was special? My expert arrived, took one look, and got serious. He examined the coin with a loupe, weighed it and tested its metal. The results were baffling. The weight matched a dollar, but the metal was silver-clad, not brass. The reeded edge was perfectly struck. "Rick," he said, "I've never seen anything like this. No signs of tampering, no post-mint damage. If this was real, it had to be made this way at the US Mint. But how? We were looking at a coin that shouldn't exist. The mystery deepened. We needed answers. My expert called it an escape coin, a mint error that was never meant to leave the facility. These are the rarest of the rare test pieces, experimental coins, or catastrophic errors. He theorized this Sacagawea dollar was struck on a silver-proof planche, meant for collector sets, not circulation. That explained the color, but not the reeded edge. For that, the coin would have needed the wrong collar. Another huge error. 2 mistakes. 1 coin. The odds. Astronomical. Error collecting is like forensic science. Piecing together what went wrong. Was it a machine failure, human error, or something intentional? The coin was now a clue in a real-life detective story, and the hunt for answers was just beginning. News of the coin spread fast in the collecting world. My expert called top numismatists, sent photos, and soon forums and news sites were buzzing. The owner was stunned. He'd gone from hoping for a few bucks to being at the center of a numismatic storm. We made a deal. I'd act as his agent, handling authentication and the eventual sale. Auction houses and private collectors started calling, eager to get their hands on the impossible Sacagawea dollar. The coin became a celebrity. Everyone wanted to see it, own it, or solve its mystery. This is what drives the collectibles market, not just rarity, but the story. The coin's legend grew with every article and theory. It was no longer just a coin, it was a phenomenon. The excitement was electric. Everyone wanted a piece of the story, and the value kept climbing. The world was watching. With fame came controversy. Collectors split into two camps, believers and skeptics. Believers saw a genuine, miraculous US Mint error, perfect strike, no tool marks, impossible to fake. Skeptics wondered if it was a magician's coin or a clever forgery. The biggest question: how could so many Mint safeguards fail at once? Some whispered it was no accident. A rogue Mint employee, perhaps, creating a unique piece on purpose. No one could prove it, but the theory added intrigue. Was it a freak accident or a deliberate act? The debate raged on. The coin's mystery only made it more valuable, and everyone wanted to be the one to solve it. This story proves you don't need to be a pro to find treasure. Sometimes the most valuable things are hiding in plain sight, at the bottom of a drawer or in your pocket. That $1 million coin almost ended up in a vending machine. How many rare coins are sitting in jars and piggy banks across the country? The US Mint has made trillions of coins. Mistakes happen. You don't need expertise to start looking, just curiosity. Check your change for odd colors, strange edges, or off-center designs. Most will be nothing, but sometimes you'll find a real error. Maybe it's worth a few bucks, or maybe it's the next impossible dollar. So, go on your own treasure hunt. You never know what you'll find. Pay attention, because you truly never know what you've got. After months of expert analysis, the verdict was in. The silver Sacagawea dollar was a genuine US Mint error. It was declared one of the rarest error coins ever found. The coin went to auction, with estimates starting at $250,000. Bidding was fierce. Collectors from around the world wanted it. The price soared past expectations. Finally, the hammer fell. $1.3 million, a single dollar coin found in a desk drawer, had made its owner a millionaire. This is what my business is all about: spotting value where others see nothing. That coin passed through countless hands before someone noticed it was special. All it took was one person to ask, "What is this?" That question turned a piece of metal into a legend. And that's the magic of the hunt. You never know what's waiting to